Yeah, over to you,
Thank you very
Kaushik.
much. Thank you. So the first question comes from Tanvi Ahmed. The question is, traditionally in India, outside IT industry, not many industries were matured enough in terms of systems and process to adapt the work from home concept. Studies suggest that employees are less productive working from home than working from office. What would be your suggestion to get optimum performance from the employees? So have you got the question?
Yeah,
Okay.
I have.
Yep.
So I would like to put it this way, that the current times has actually forced us to think differently in multiple ways, right? In multiple ways. So there were some age-old beliefs that we had about work from home. So remember, traditionally, the Indian households, the Indian homes are not really geared up for a great work from home kind of a scenario. Not that all of us are blessed with palatial homes where there would be separate suites for work and there would be workplaces and workstations allocated for each one of us, where nobody would disturb us, nobody would come to seek an opinion at home, no kids, nothing. It's not like that, right? These are much smaller homes. We don't always have allocated spaces. And of course, the need for privacy that a professional might seek, that may not always be managed in Indian households. So that had been the traditional belief. And that's one belief which has caused innumerable debates, even on national television at times, that is, work from home the right kind of strategy for us or not. And then some companies adopted, some didn't, some adopted, and then again went back to earlier ways. All of that has happened. IT, as you rightly said, is one of the sectors which has consistently been adopting this approach. Not 100%. We have seen even the giants struggle with this sudden situation of lockdown, where there was tremendous pressure on the IT operations, admin, HR to enable work from home for everybody, which simply means that people were not prepared for it, even the IT sector. But when it comes to the other sectors who are kind of grappling with the new reality and trying to make things work, your question was, how do they do that? How can it be achieved? So I would say here, three main things that have kind of helped organizations, or should help organizations, is the fact that there is a renewed focus on three foundations, three pillars basically. And these are flexibility, trust, and communication. So I'll elaborate a little bit. So when it comes to flexibility, right, we have suddenly started respecting the needs of flexibility that professionals have. So for the first time, when I was faced with that scenario, that whether I should accept a meeting request, which is at 1:30 p.m. when I was actually in the kitchen, I was doing something, and I had to tell my colleagues that, can we have it after 1 hour? Now, this is something which I have never done in my entire career, incidentally, to tell somebody that the meeting will not happen right now, I need a little bit of time. But I did that because I realized that the times are such that protecting my personal space is important, and I was also certain that my colleagues will also understand my need for privacy and flexibility at that point in time, because I was not only busy with the lunch arrangements, I was actually doing that myself, as against past times when there would be a cook and a household help to take care of these things. So everywhere, I think we are realizing that some basic human values, which is respect between colleagues, which always used to feature as values in the performance management dictionaries, but now more than ever, I think we have started doing that. When it comes to trust, so in virtual environment, basically, you don't have much of an option but to trust people, but to ensure that, yes, they would be focusing on work. And let me tell you, it is a fact that we are suddenly seeing a kind of new generation, a generation, and I read it somewhere, I'll use that term, so that's Generation R, a generation which is far more resilient and more responsible. So we are not having to tell individual employees that, you should do this, you should do that. People are coming up on their own, devising strategies, doing things the way they should be done, the way they should actually organize the meetings and do their collaborations virtually. They are doing all of that. And I'm very happy to note that. And I think organizations across are noticing that. And thirdly, the communication part. So in times like these, it's extremely important that we keep employees updated on what's going on to the extent possible. Of course, there are a lot of strategic decisions happening. Organizations are trying to, there is a struggle going on about the cash flow management, about how to stay afloat, how the next year targets should look like, how can the performance metrics be revisited and redesigned. So all of that is going on. But in spite of that, if we try to stay connected with employees, that actually goes a long way. So I think even all the traditional industries are also realizing this, and they're also trying to get onto these three pillars of flexibility, trust, and communication more than ever before.
Those of you who have missed the entire interview, joined in the middle or missed the interview from the beginning, can watch the full interview on my YouTube channel, Kaushik Majumder, the Process Pro. From tomorrow, I'm going to upload the recorded version of this interview. So now viewers, you know the drill, yes. So please go ahead, hit the like and share button. And if you have liked this interviews, I have been benefited immensely, and I believe you guys are also. So please go ahead and hit the like and share button for regular updates. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon.